Hi, I'm Chris Lofthouse and I'm a Qlik consultant at Metis. Today we're going to be looking at the QlikSense Enterprise prerequisites. So this is everything you need prior to an installation. So first off, we're going to look at the system specification. Now I've attached a link to Qlik's absolute minimum server spec. Just to note, that is an absolute minimum spec and it's not ideal for a production system. And what we're going to be discussing today is the recommended minimum specification for a single node server. Now, QlikSense as well as QlikView are typically memory-hungry applications. This means they're going to need a lot of RAM to process all your data and to store it within the cache. So what I would recommend for any production server is to have 32 gigabytes of RAM, and that should hold any small to medium-sized company and all their data. Secondly, you'll need processing power in order to crunch the numbers. So I'd recommend 4 2-core processors to be able to make speedy calculations on the fly. And lastly, QlikSense is a self-service application. Users will need space for their data, applications, and images. So I'd recommend 50 gigabytes for them to be able to store it on the server. So I'd always prepare for the worst in order to get the best. And if you're unsure, consult an expert for further advice. Next, I'll look at 6 things you'll need for an install. Firstly, you'll need a Qlik administrator account. Now you can either use a local account, which is quick and easy to set up, or a domain account, which allows you to use one account to run all your services and connect to the data sources located on other servers within your domain network. Secondly, it's recommended to use a hostname rather than an IP address. The reason for this is that it's more memorable for your user base. Thirdly, ports 443 or 80 will need to be opened for the Qlik services to run. Do not let other programs use these ports. Next, for multinode implementations only, you'll need to also open ports 4200 through to 5200 as well. For my 5th point, have your user directory connection string available. It's one of the first things you'll need in order to configure your server. And lastly, my personal recommendation is to use Chrome, or at least a consistent browser across your user base.